How to Train Your Dragon 2 is actually the story of Hiccup and Toothless 5 years later. And when they're adventuring outside of the known environs of Berk, they meet two important people that are going to have a big effect on Hiccup's life, and Toothless's for that matter. One ends up being Hiccup's long-lost mother, and the other one, Drago Bloodfist, is the enemy of all dragons. And Hiccup has to sort of come to terms with these two new things in his life and how to deal with that and how it's going to affect his life and his life on Berk. Hiccup has now learned a lot of things from being around dragons, but he's also at an age where he's 19 or 20 years old, and he feels very adventurous, and he's doing a lot of things that boys that age want to do, and that's, just go out beyond what the parameters of his neighborhood are. And I think it just it just gave us a more interesting place to go because he has, very interesting challenges especially as a kid who is, slightly preordained to become the chief of his tribe, and how is he sort of dealing with that? His relationship with his father has matured, stoic. His relationship with his girlfriend Astrid is different. His relationship with Toothless is a little bit different. They know each other better, but they're still discovering things about each other. And I think, if anything, the story at the heart of it is how Toothless and Hiccup discover even more about each other over the course of this new journey that they take together. The movie is a family reunion, but I think it's also Hiccup trying to, more importantly, try to figure out who he is. Up to now, he's only known one of his parents, and he is still slightly, has always thought of himself as the odd man out in his village. And I think when he discovers his mother, he realizes where some of his thoughts that before, or sort of what things that he likes to do, or the way he is, that felt very offbeat to him, feel much more normal when he's around his mother Valka in the film. Drago Bloodfist is the villain of movie 2. He's someone who is really sort of maniacal in his want for power and control, and he feels like by controlling dragons he can have that. We're just setting him up, to be honest, because I think we're hoping to find out more about Drago in the third film. But he's a little bit he's daunting. He's a daunting foe for Hiccup. Errett, who's voiced by Kit Harington in the film, he's really turned out to be a great character. Dean had a real vision for what Errett would be, but I think it was a combination of Dean's vision and Kit Harington's voice, and the animator Dave Torres, who did all the animation of Errett, just to make him very charming and fun. He's a dragon hunter and he works for Drago Bloodfist, and he's loyal to, in the beginning of the film, to Drago. But his loyalties are going to change once he learns a little bit more about Hiccup and Toothless